Welcome to my channel, British Pakistani Lady. I was born and raised here in the UK. Also spent my time traveling a lot, and I've come to some basic conclusions about myself and also my kids, our future here in the UK. I love England, I love being British, I'm quite integrated, but I feel that there's a lot of hypocrisy here. There's also institutional racism. Unless you've actually been in a good managerial position, it's very difficult to get your head around Islamophobia and stereotypes that you have to live with. But I have done that, and I've tried to integrate. I've been a teacher, teaching at secondary, computer science, I'm a lecturer at uni, and I also taught H&D and H&C at college. So I've got to know a lot of people in my journey. Some have been fantastic. My mentor, who was Scottish, absolutely brilliant. I've had a lot of support, but at the same time, there's this underlining, nagging feeling of being an outsider. I've lived in Pakistan for 9 months when I was a kid, and my father and my mum, they left. They came here in the 60s. And now they all moved to America, so my mum's in America. But we lived here in the UK before and after that experience, and that really did put a certain opinion, especially in my family's heads, of what Pakistan is like, and it's not for us. So I've lived in Copenhagen, and in Copenhagen I missed England. When I lived in America, I lived and I missed England. So does that make me English? I don't. So what of geopolitics of the West, international affairs and policies? Are they fair, and why should it matter? The colonization of my ancestors, India and the subcontinent, the past English empire colonization and the aspects of white supremacy and the white man's burden. Has that had any input or impact on how foreigners are viewed, or the British born second generation like myself are treated or viewed? We are what knowledge, wisdom and experience we have attained. Ignorance is bliss. I would love to just simply enjoy the luxury I live in, the safety and the earning power. England is beautiful, but knowing places a burden on the conscience, and the wars in the Middle East have broken my heart. The Ukraine war, and I have begun to question. I live in a beautiful country, but underneath that beauty is an ugliness. I question for the people that are suffering. I have empathy with them. Would they empathize with me? Ultimately, it's a part of my spirituality and faith to empathize with the weak and those suffering, and that is humanity. So do I belong in a country where the majority sits on the fence of convenience? I hope I have the wisdom and knowledge to seek truths and question and keep questioning. And it's the books and knowledge ultimately which shape a human being's look out on life and how they perceive themselves and in a place that they're around. So my questioning has been through the knowledge I've managed to acquire through reading, through experiences, through travel.
Victimized. Many mosques this week have seen the most horrific attacks upon them. Many people, imams and others, who administer mosques have received the most horrific personal abuse being sent to them by the far right in our society. The far right are on the march. They're playing on the understandable concerns about poverty, exclusion, bad housing in our society, and lack of money being spent on health and education.
So how do I actually begin to think about myself here in Britain, born and raised, having the issues that are existing, the politics, the geopolitics? Where does it put me as myself, as a British Asian? I think it questions a lot. A lot of people I talk to are planning on moving away. A lot of people are planning, that are British Asians, especially Muslims, with Islamophobia here in this country on the rise. it makes you feel very insecure. But how real is it? And are we willing to sacrifice our comforts? Are we willing to uproot our children?
This leads to the similarities nearer my computer science background, and now we're in an AI age, artificial intelligence, where the very same elites are pushing towards changing humanity itself with the Neuralink and the issues that
we've been through a digital age, and now we are entering a artificial intelligent age. What is the ethical and moral impact of this, and how does it affect the people and the world that we live in? What does that mean for myself, for my children, future generations? And what about morality and spirituality? There are many people like Mo Godat who have actually warned mankind, but also are very optimistic too. So again, when it comes to identity, does it even matter? So these are the questions I would love to explore, and also travel. I wish to go to Pakistan, to Turkey, Malaysia, many places which other people have mentioned are havens for people that are very spiritual, particularly in Islam. So what does that mean for people that are established here?